Greetings. This is Professor Welch again, looking at Lecture 4, entitled Electoral Influences. What influences our election? The first thing to remember is the individuals who are rich in our country have the most influence on politics because they can influence interest groups. Now, it's important to review the 2010 Healthcare Reform Bill, and this contained no public insurance options because the insurance industry blocked the Democrats' effort for a public option. I know recently Bernie Sanders was running for president and advocating a public option. That would be like everyone having Medicare, but this didn't pass because of the insurance industry and their interest group blocking it. Next, many interest groups are brought about by the government insofar as they are associated with government programs. Some interest groups maintain a low profile by promoting their objectives without advertising them. I heard on the news how Russia, or they've traced to the Kremlin, that some ads were purchased on Facebook. So certainly they didn't advertise based on the Kremlin. So that's a very important thing. We're still awaiting the final results of Russia, the government of Russia, and their influence on our government here today. Now, there's an important initials you need to understand. It's FPTP. This stands for the term first past the post. It's like a racehorse, and he passes the post. This is an old racehorsing term. And this means the candidate who has won more votes than the other candidates wins the election. Now, wealthier people are more likely to vote as they generally possess the resources and the time to be active in politics. Managerial or professional people are more likely to vote than non-professionals. The unemployed are less likely to vote. By welcoming new groups into their ranks, parties give a pragmatic and psychological stake in the overall political system. Now you may say, what is the biggest or strongest source of political socialization? This begins in the family, and the family has a great impact on society. However, I know some couples who say the husband votes Republican, the wife votes Democrat, and they go down and they cancel each other's vote out. Even though the family has an influence, it's not dispositive. Now, looking at the Obama election, Obama received a large part of the African American vote, and this helped him to win the presidency. However, when he tried to transfer that to Hillary Clinton and say, this is the candidate that will continue my agenda, Hillary Clinton didn't win. And it's interesting that Hillary Clinton paid so much per vote, much more than Donald Trump. And so even wealth could not buy her the election. So be sure and review all the electoral influences prior to taking a quiz in this area. This will be the end of our lecture on electoral influences and the influences on our politics today.